Was arrested last week, had already admitted to killing someone years ago. So what was Ronnie Walker doing out on the streets? And how was he able to kill Alexia Alexander just 6 months later? Fox 13's Evan Axelbank has been looking into this. He joins us now live from the Hillsborough County Courthouse with this story. Evan?
Well, he had once been ordered to spend the rest of his life behind bars, but that conviction was overturned, and a plea deal allowed him to get out of jail after just 5 years.
Veronica Denson knows from experience the pain 44-year-old Ronnie Walker is capable of inflicting.
This is an animal. They just need to just keep him locked up.
These are scenes of her nightmare's aftermath. In 2003, Veronica was home with her grandmother, Elaine Caldwell, when Walker broke in, demanded money from Elaine's boyfriend, and killed her in front of them. Detectives were turned on to Walker by the boyfriend, who said he'd heard via rumor who the killer was. It took 2 jury trials for him to be found guilty of manslaughter and armed robbery. Walker got life in prison, but his attorneys won an appeal, with a judge citing an inappropriate use of hearsay evidence.
You have a right as a criminal defendant to confront your accuser, to test the evidence against you. And we don't know who these people on the street, if they even really exist.
Faced with the prospect of a 3rd trial, he signed this plea deal in 2012, admitting to manslaughter and agreeing to serve 8 years. Thanks to time already served, he was out in 2016. In 2017, he got 4 years for violating probation. He got out in November of 2021. 6 months later, prosecutors say he killed Alexia Alexander in a hail of gunfire on Florabraska Avenue.
Prosecution is complicated, and back in 2010, I have confidence that the state attorney's office did everything they could to convict him of the charge against him.
Part of the reason his conviction in Caldwell's death was overturned was because the evidence against Walker was tenuous, because there was no physical evidence connecting him with the crimes, and his identification was significantly impeached. Furthermore, some of the evidence was actually inconsistent. In the death of Alexia, the motion to hold him until trial argues they've tied his car movements and DNA to the time and place of where she was shot, and that she was seen on video getting into his car minutes before.
The system didn't really fail. It's a fact of, that's just, unfortunately, it's a very tragic circumstance. We can't incarcerate people for the rest of their lives based upon charges that don't require that.
Our legal analyst does say that with his long criminal history that goes back as long as 25 years, that it could be an aggravating factor if he is convicted and then sentenced for this killing, Allie.
I'm sure that is hard for the family to hear. All right, Evan, thank you.